Magnetizing what you want from the quantum field. The field of energy that we live in is a mirror and a bridge between our inner and outer worlds. It is a very real field of energy as noted by science, and it delivers to us according to our attention and emotion. But it can only give back to us in direct proportion to what we give it to work with. Through media and passed down beliefs, most people have been conditioned to feel the feelings of what they don't want in life. We're often given information that pushes us into placing our attention on what we're afraid of. If we want a life by design, it's imperative to learn to cut through all of the static and place our conscious efforts solely on what is desired, so we can magnetize those possibilities into our life. How would life be different if we could simply choose what we want each moment of each day? What if we could intentionally select our relationships, careers, levels of abundance, and health? There is very good scientific evidence that supports the fact that we can very quickly experience the things we wish to create for ourselves. The thoughts that each of us hold regarding what we want is important. These thoughts are the equivalent image of a quantum possibility. In the realm of possibilities, every possibility already exists. It is the yin and yang. This is a fundamental concept that all things exist as inseparable and contradictory opposites. You cannot have light without understanding the dark. You cannot have healing without perceiving suffering. You cannot have abundance without knowing what lack is. These contrasts show each individual how to decide what is wished for in life. They are in place to direct a person to find and achieve what is most wanted. However, in order to draw these things into physical manifestation, the thought process must go beyond the mind. We each must reach into those possibilities that come from our mind and lock into the one that we most want to create. One of those possibilities must be isolated, the one of individual choosing. This is the invitation presented to each of us from the universe. Once we have identified the possibilities that we'd most like to attract, we must breathe life into it with the power of emotion to bring it into this world. Our love of that possibility is what draws it into our reality. To bring the quantum possibility into the particle reality of everyday existence, emotion and sensation are the only ways to give these thoughts animation. We each manifest daily, moment by moment. When we focus the conscious energy towards the choice that is desired and give it life through emotion, it will show up. This can happen within minutes, or sometimes it is much later. That is all dependent upon how much you believe you are the one creating it. If your affirmations are empty affirmations with no life and emotion given to them, they cannot become a part of your particle reality. The thought must have the appropriate energy added to it to create it in the physical world. Make a list of all the attributes that you wish for regarding your desire, being as clear as possible. Write down the details that are important to you, being very specific. If you were to go into a restaurant, sit at a table, and tell the waiter that you wanted some food, you may get one of many choices available. The universe is no different. Unless you clarify what you want, the possibilities of what you may get are endless, and those possibilities may not match your desire. Once you are clear on what it is that you want to create in your life, it is very important to live life from that vantage point. Imagine that it is already yours, that it is already happening. Ask yourself the following questions to get into the feeling of living your desire. What is life like now that I have the thing that I want most? How is life different than it was before? How is my time spent differently? How does it feel when I wake up in the morning? What does my new day look like? Where do I lay my head at night? Who is with me? What types of new experiences do I have, and how does it feel to experience them? It's important to take the time to reach the feeling of how great it is to have your desire already in your reality. These feelings, lived throughout the day, are what we become. If we feel as though this thing has already happened, we invite it into our life. We combine the ingredients necessary to make it real. And this can happen amazingly quickly if implemented with the full force of emotion and sensation. Inner experience can form the union between thought and emotion. Within each of us, we carry 3 separate and yet related experiences. These experiences are thought, feeling, and emotion. Thought is centered around the logical processing. According to ancient wisdom, thought is located in the energy centers of the upper region of the body. If you're familiar with chakras, thought is generated in the areas of the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and the crown chakra, each of which contribute to the thought process in its own distinct way. This is the beginning of the creation process. However, thought alone will not manifest a thing as reality. The second experience, emotion, comes from the creative centers. These creative centers are found in the lower region of the body. Most notably, emotion comes from the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus chakra. These powerful centers are what create human life, and they have the ability within them to bring life into all other creations desired. When using the powerful strength of emotion, we can literally bring life to our thoughts and make them manifest in our physical reality. When thought and emotion are combined, they meet in the center of the body. This is the heart region of every individual, or what is known as the heart chakra. This is the area that creates electrical and magnetic waves that influence the world around us. It is where intense feeling comes from and how we manifest our daily reality. Feeling is the union of thought and emotion. Although the words emotion and feeling are used interchangeably, there are distinct differences between the two. Feeling and emotion are 2 sides of the same coin and highly interconnected, but are very different things. Emotions are lower level responses that create biochemical reactions in the body and alter the physical state. They originally helped our species survive by producing a very rapid reaction to threat, reward, and everything in between. They are more primal than feelings. Feelings are experiences which arise as the mind interprets emotion. They are sparked by those emotions and colored by thoughts, memories, and images that have become subconsciously linked with a particular emotion and are more intimate to the physical body. Think of a time in your life when you loved something very much and did not offer any resistance towards this thing. You may note that it was or still is in your reality because of your pure feeling towards it. Conversely, think of the things that you fear and how often those things show up in your life. Many people fear lack in areas such as love, finances, or good health, and create those things in their reality because of the intensity of emotion combined with thought. The feeling keeps them in place. This is your inner technology, and there are subtle ways of creating varying results. For instance, the thought or affirmation carried will create different results in a person's life depending on the type of emotion that is combined with it. It is very similar to trying different ingredients in a recipe for a different result. For example, if you were to mix rice with chicken broth, it would have a distinct flavor that varied from a version of rice mixed with beef broth. Think of the rice as the thought and the broth as the emotion. When you change the attached emotion to a thought, there will be a different result. This is something that should be noted by every person trying to intentionally create their life. The type of emotion combined with the thought is how we draw things into our life. Any thought combined with a varying degree of emotion will create a varying degree of feeling in the body. And it's the feeling that creates the force that magnetizes things to us. Many people sense the fact that there is an untapped potential within the human body. When thought and emotion become one, we can move any mountain in front of us. We must marry thought and emotion to get what we desire. Merely thinking the thought over and over using a mismatched emotion or even a complete lack of emotion will not create the intended result. Feeling is the language that speaks to our body and the energy within the quantum field. There must be a conscious effort to conjure the feeling of having that thought as an already existing thing, as well as how great it feels to have it. The feeling gained from the marriage is the prayer. It is what is sent into the quantum field as a call to be created in the physical plane. We have the ability to feel in our bodies what it is that holds this universe together. The universe itself is based on feeling and will always deliver accordingly. The quantum particles are made into physical particles through the strength of these feelings. The challenge before each individual is to make it more than an intellectual exercise. Human emotion, thought, belief, and feelings are a non-verbal language that this field recognizes and understands. In the quantum field of all possibilities, these feelings create life. If we are not specific about what it is that we desire, and how we feel about those desires, then the field cannot deliver in the distinct manner we'd like for it to. We have a power within us to transcend limitation. We are more than the past. We are more than any mistakes we feel we have made. We are more than the limits that we impose on ourselves.